News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Tonight on News 46, smoke fills the air from a debris fire at the dump.
The Pahrump Senior Center holds a prom.
And you still have some time to get the Shriners Vidalia onions. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell and Jason Koblenz. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, May 19th, 2014. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Jason Koblenz for News 46.
Black smoke filled the sky Friday night over Highway 160 in Mesquite for a large debris fire at Pahrump Valley Disposal. A large debris fire occurred on Friday night at Pahrump Valley Disposal on Mesquite. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's deputies arrived on scene. Fire crews had to break a lock to get to the debris fire, which was very large upon arrival. They were able to extinguish the blaze quickly with no further extensions. The cause of the fire is unknown at this time. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Creekside Hospice teamed up with the Pahrump Senior Center to hold the first annual Seniors Senior Prom Saturday night.
We had a great time. We had a wonderful prom tonight, our first annual Pahrump Senior Center Senior Prom. We had, I guess, I would say 100 people, Kathy. Mm-hmm. We had a great crowd, danced, we had food, we had a blast.
Sponsored by Creekside Hospice
and Healthcare Partners.
So tell me why you guys decided to do this.
Actually, it was Kathy's idea. Kathy came to me and said, we want to do something to fundraiser for the center, and she'd like to do a dance and do it a senior prom, and it's all Kathy's, all her idea.
From there.
Yeah, it just snowballed.
So a lot of people showed up, but it was also a fundraiser, and I know you guys haven't counted the profits right now, but there was a lot of raffle prizes and everything to raise funds.
Yes, we did. We had a regular raffle. We had a 50-50 raffle. We've done real well with door sale tickets. I'm sure it was very, very successful. We haven't counted it up yet, but I know we were very successful.
What'd you hear from the crowd?
Everybody had a blast, and they want to do it again. Can't wait for another one, they said. So we'll probably look forward to maybe doing a fall dance next.
And even dinner and hors d'oeuvres and everything.
We did the whole thing. We went from soup to nuts. We had a really fun time, and we had great food. I have to thank Creekside Hospice and Kathy, because Kathy's the one that worked so hard to put it all together, and my staff in the kitchen and volunteers. It was just fantastic. We just had a wonderful time, and we are so grateful to everybody that participated.
So this event, was a lot of time in the making, wasn't it?
Yeah, we started planning this probably back in February, beginning of March, and like I said, it just kind of snowballed.
Some of the people, we were asking them who's been to senior proms before, and this was really an opportunity for some people who hadn't been to their senior prom, huh?
Yeah, I was surprised that a lot of people never been to a prom.
Well.
Yeah, so it was kind of special. It was neat.
Everybody got all dressed up?
Yes.
Quite a few people dressed in their prom dresses and their gowns and even some tuxes. It was just a blast.
So for more information on the Pahrump Senior Center on Creekside Hospice?
For Pahrump Senior Center, you can contact us at 727-5008, Monday through Friday, 9 to 3:30.
And Creekside Hospice, 727-7000, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
That was so much fun. It's good to see our county commissioners out there doing the chicken dance, and I think I might have seen a senior out there twerking. A federal judge struck down Oregon's voter-approved ban on same-sex marriage today because Oregon's marriage laws discriminate on the basis of sexual orientation without a rational relationship to any legitimate government interest. The laws violate the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution. Oregon voters passed Measure 36 in 2004, which amended the state's constitution to define marriage as between one man and a woman.
Time is running out to register to vote in Nevada's primary election. Anyone who isn't already registered to vote has through tomorrow to do so either in person or online. The primary election is June 10th. Early voting begins Saturday. You will also need to pick one of the two major parties if you intend to vote for a partisan seat in the primary. You may change it back after the election.
And News 46 caught up with Assistant Sheriff Rick Marshall at the Pahrump Nugget regarding his campaign for Nye County Sheriff.
I've gone door to door, talked to 400 or 500 people. It's been very, very positive. I've had no negative comments at all. As you're aware, I'm not running a negative campaign. I'm focusing on the issues of what I can do for the people of Nye County, for the citizens of Nye County. I've stated I want to run a service-oriented sheriff's office where we serve the public. That's what we do. But the campaign's been very positive and very uplifting to hear everybody come out and support. It's very, very humbling.
Let's speak about humbling. It is humbling to bring yourself to the idea and to the focus that it's a service-oriented organization, because that is really, if you really identify it like that, it's kind of a different way of looking at the sheriff's office, isn't it?
Absolutely. And whether it's, let's say that Deanna O'Donnell calls up the sheriff's office and says, hey, I've got a flood in my house. Well, that's part of our service. We are a public service agency. We might be able to come out and shut your water off. We might be able to direct you to the fire department. We might be able to direct you to a plumber. But we will never, under my administration, say we can't help you. We are service-oriented, and if that means that we go out of our way to do things that are non-traditional law enforcement, then that's what we do.
And I've heard calls like that. I've heard people's pipes broken, and people call up the sheriff's office and say, "Hey, I need, to let you know that my neighbor's pipes are broken. There's water running down the street." I've heard you guys respond to things like that, and some calls, not the usual.
That's absolutely correct. And again, I want to emphasize that my administration will continue the public service orientation that Sheriff DeMayo has implemented. We are an agency that looks to work and partner with the community, not address the community. We are looking to partner with the community.
And come to Pahrump Party Supply tomorrow for a voter appreciation event hosted by Assistant Sheriff Rick Marshall, who is campaigning to be your Nye County Sheriff. There will be free food and door prizes from 4 to 7 p.m. Rick will be there to answer your questions and concerns. You can text or call to RSVP at 775-909-4103. That's 775-909-4103.
Pahrump Early Learning Academy, our goal is to provide a complete nurturing environment for the growth and development of the whole child, socially, emotionally, physically, and intellectually. Children are natural explorers and need hands-on experiences to help stimulate their own imaginations. We strive to meet the needs of each individual child at their developmental level through planned activities, plus help each child attain a higher level of achievement. Call 751-5335 for more information.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Integrity Taxi. Reliable, safe, and fun. Call Integrity Taxi at 751-1111.
Welcome back to News 46. Type 1 diabetes is a lifelong condition, usually requiring patients to inject themselves with insulin every day for the rest of their life. Type 2 diabetes can also be a lifelong issue, requiring close monitoring and medication if lifestyle changes aren't effective. Both types of diabetes are now affecting more and more American children. A new study examined the prevalence of diabetes over an 8-year period in America's youth.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
2 American families, dealing with different forms of diabetes, and they are not alone.
Both type 1 and type 2 diabetes are increasing in American children.
13-year-old Asiana Coleman was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes at age 11. Her mother, Ernestine, also has type 2 diabetes.
I really don't want to see my child go through this. Myself having diabetes, I know what it is. It's a struggle.
I see my mom, and she takes medicine, and I didn't want to do that.
Now 10, KB Brodus was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at just a year old.
He is just like a normal kid. I mean, he plays football, he plays basketball. We just have to test, right? We just have to test.
I test 4 times a day or more.
Dr. Donna DeBelia from the Colorado School of Public Health and co-authors identified children from birth to 19 years old with both types of diabetes over an 8-year period. Patients came from 4 geographic areas across the country and also from the membership of a managed health care plan.
The prevalence of type 1 diabetes has increased by at least 21%. This increase was seen in both boys and girls and most age groups and racial ethnic groups that we explored.
Researchers also report a 30% increase in type 2 diabetes.
Most of it is due to the obesity epidemic in children. We saw similar increases in white and black children. The largest increase we saw was in Hispanic children.
However, type 2 diabetes did not increase significantly in American Indian and Asian children.
The healthcare system, the clinicians, the public health practitioners need to be prepared to take care of these kids and to address the increased costs associated with these kids developing early complications.
Both families say they will continue to meet the disease head on.
We're willing to fight it, and we're going to fight it together.
We're going to do this together because you are going to be a winner.
Catherine Dolph, The JAMA Report.
Based on this study, researchers estimate that in the U.S., in 2009, more than 165,000 young people had type 1 diabetes and more than 20,000 had type 2.
The Kiwanis Club of Pahrump held a comedy night at Sanders Family Winery on Kellogg Road.
We have 2 comedians with us tonight, and we are raising money for our scholarship fund.
And this is also Saturday night as well.
We do 2 shows. We're doing another one tomorrow night at 7:30, and we hope to raise a lot of money.
So tell me a little bit about the Kiwanis Club.
We are here in Pahrump. We are a community service organization. We sponsor some youth groups, and one of them happens to be the Key Club, and we also do Action Club. Action Club is youth, young people with disabilities, and then we do Food for Thought.
Who's some of the comedians that we saw tonight?
Jimmy Del Valle and Tim Homaway, and both of them performed here in Pahrump. I am so tired. About a year ago, and they're traveling all over, and they'll be performing tonight at South Point in Las Vegas.
So this is a fundraiser, of course, and for your scholarship fund. If people can't make it to these events, can they still donate?
We'll accept donations up until the night we give awards out, and then they can start all over again in August.
And for more information on the Kiwanis Club?
727-0911. I am the president-elect.
Thank you so much.
And we'll be back with another show in October.
Well, the Shriners are out in front of Smith's selling their sweet Vidalia onions right now. We caught up with Ed Underhill to find out more.
We are selling onions for the Shrine here in Pahrump. We have a Shrine Club in Pahrump, part of the Masonic Lodge, and we have Shrine Charities. We also put on the Shrine Circus every year over at the Orleans. A lot of fun. Makes those kids smile. It's unreal. Plus, we also drive the little flivvers, the little go-karts in the parades. Yeah. And that's a lot of fun.
Those are called flivvers?
Flivvers, yes. And we just have a good time as Shriners.
And to get this money for all these charities, you guys are selling onions out here?
We do onions. Like I said, we do the Shrine Circus. Yeah, the circus is the big one because the kids like to ride on camels and elephants and things like that. We have a great time, as I said before.
So you're out here in front of Smith selling Vidalia onions. What are Vidalia onions?
They come from Georgia, and they ship them in just for us. I guess we got about 5 tons of onions on pallets, and we've only got about a ton left. So we figure we're going to probably be finishing up maybe Wednesday.
So you can come out
tonight. Yeah. Then come on over and get your onions while you can.
What hours are you guys here?
We come over here about 8 o'clock until 5.
I just love them. They're so much fun. go out and see the Shriners in front of Smith's and buy some onions. They do a lot of good causes around the Shriners Hospital and all those children events that they do and fund.
Yes, they do.
We'll be back with more local news after this break.
Pahrump, are you getting tired of being capped on your internet? Well, not anymore. WaveDirect has no data caps, and with great local customer service, why go anywhere else? 30-day trials are available. Call 775-253-3887.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrump's optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Members of a Culinary Workers Union Local 226 and Bartenders Local 165, representing 3,000 workers, are preparing to go on strike at 9 casinos along the Fremont Street Experience. The union's contracts expired June 1st, 2013. The 9 casinos at risk of a strike are the D, Four Queens, Fremont, Main Street Station, El Cortez, Binion's, Golden Gate, The Plaza, and Las Vegas Club.
The Joy Divine Church invites you down to their location to worship with them.
We have a Men's Day coming up in June on the 22nd at 3 o'clock, and then we have a Pastor's Anniversary that's coming up in August, the first Sunday at 3 o'clock. And we're just inviting the Pahrump Valley to come out and just enjoy us, have a good time. We're located at 151 Humawaka, suite number 6, and that's right across from Mom's Diner. And our senior pastor is Pastor Vivian Chess. And we just want people to know that we're here. We're here to serve the valley. We're here to serve the community, both spiritually and naturally, in any way that we can to see our valley grow and be successful.
So for more information on the church, they can give you guys a call or they can show up for any of the services?
Yes, they can give us a call. They can show up for any of the services, absolutely. But we do have a number that we can have them give us a call.
The number would be 517-575-4669. And that's my number because I'm kind of like the coordinator to kind of get a lot of things done, and they'll contact me, and then I can put them in contact with anyone else that they need to be in contact with.
What's the times of the regular services?
Our regular service is at 10:30 on Sundays.
And here's Angela Miles with today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Monday, May 19th. I'm Angela Miles. Builders are putting up apartment buildings at the fastest rate in 40 years. Economists say the demand is coming from baby boomers tired of paying for lawn care, workers who want shorter commutes, and young people not able to qualify for a mortgage. Financial regulators in China are out with new rules intended to rein in runaway debt. Economists believe the country's financial stability is threatened by $322 billion in lending that is happening off bank balance sheets. The guidelines stop banks from backdoor transactions that disguise risky corporate loans. Some of the loans are transacted on the internet. The new rules take effect immediately. And WWE stock takes a huge hit. Shares were down as much as 50% on Friday. That's after a $90 million deal for NBC Universal to air Raw and SmackDown failed to impress analysts. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
Thanks, Angela. I'm sure they'll be talking about that AT&T DirecTV merger tomorrow, right?
I hope so.
Or buyout, actually, right?
Yes.
Find out what's going on with that. When we come back from this break, we're going to have some announcements, including a lost dog. We want you to keep an eye out for that. We're going to tell you if you lost your dog, how to get in touch with them. But first, we want to say a very special happy birthday to Randy Strain.
Happy birthday, Randy.
Happy birthday. And to Karen Jackson from K9 Radio.
And definitely happy birthday, Karen.
And also a get well to Don Trudeau from Cider Trudeau. We heard that Don is recovering from a concussion, which he sustained when he was sparring.
Sparring for boxing, yeah.
Yeah, he was having a boxing competition coming up. And they flighted him out, but I heard that he's at home and he is recovering.
That's good.
So we wish him well, definitely at that. But let's talk a little bit about the senior prom. Senior prom is a lot of fun.
Yes, I didn't know you could have so much fun at the senior prom.
Yeah, well, that's the high school senior prom. We're talking about the Pahrump Valley
Senior Center.
Senior Center, yeah. And the Pahrump Valley High School senior prom was a lot of fun, too.
Yes, it was.
But, yeah, I got to DJ that, and that was very nice of Creekside Hospice and Pahrump Valley Senior Center to let me do that. And Jason was there helping with the equipment.
Yeah, that's
trying to make sure everything was going good. Yeah, we had a lot of fun there. And they're going to do that every year, so everybody keep their eyes open for that. When we come back from this break, we're going to have your weather with Noah Began.
I'm Norma Jean with Realty Executives in Action. Do you have any real estate plans for 2014? Why not put your plans in the hands of an executive? It costs no more to have the very best. Put our experience to work for you.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Monday, May 19th. Today we had nice partly cloudy skies with a high of 98 degrees. Your average temperature on this time of year is 89 degrees. Winds are coming from the southwest today at 6 miles per hour with gusts up to 11 miles per hour, so some pretty moderate winds. The UV index today was 10, which is very high. Humidity was at 13%. Sunrise is at 5:37 this morning, and the record high in 1937 was 107 degrees. Tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 57 degrees. Your average temperature at this time of year is 67 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 13 miles per hour with gusts up to 23 miles per hour, so some pretty high winds there. Humidity will be at 29%. Sunset will be at 7:47, and the record low in 1974 was 47 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 76 degrees and a low of 52 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 13 miles per hour with gusts up to 23 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 27%. Sunrise will be at 5:34 a.m. and the UV index will be 10. 4-hour, 7-day forecast will have a mostly cloudy week, though we might be seeing a lack of clouds starting next week. Your high temperatures will be starting off in the mid-70s, going up to the mid-90s, and your low temperatures will be starting off in the low 50s, going up to the high 60s. It's nice to have a little bit of a cool down after last week's heat wave, but it looks like we're starting to head up into those high temperatures, so make sure you stay hydrated.
Thanks so much, Noah. A dog has been located on Horn and Barney Street. The dog is a neutered male pit bull, white and brown. He's friendly and looking for his family. If you have any information, you can give them a call at 702-748-4404. That's 702-748-4404.
The Retired Senior Volunteer Program would like to thank Artistic Divas and Dudes for their art show fundraiser and their generous donation to the RSVP program. If you would like to find out more about RSVP or to donate, call Jan Lindsay at 751-5282.
And Nevada State Parks is offering free day use admission to celebrate Discover Nevada State Parks Day, an official Nevada 150th anniversary event. It's on Saturday, June 14th at all 23 Nevada State Parks. That's going to be lots of fun. June 14th.
Yeah, get in free. I hear it's getting pretty expensive these days to get into a state park.
Yeah. You need to take advantage of those free day use. Those are lots of fun.
Yes, they are.
And that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Jason Koblenz.
Have a great evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.
Good night.